I don't understand why this keeps happening. You don't deserve it. You're gonna find love. You deserve better, and what's meant to be will be. Just think positive, and you'll get through it. Stacey, love you. Love you too.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Married to Reality. It's the Darcey and Stacey edition. I'm your co-host, John, here with my wife and co-host, the one and only Teresa.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It's clearly one of my favorite days of the week when we get to talk about our sisters.
Oh, we love our sisters.
Sisters.
That's an inside joke, guys.
That's actually an inside joke. We don't have to get into it, but I one time creepily said sisters as I drove by.
I drove. We were in Arizona.
Yeah, Lake Powell.
And we were at a hotel driving from the parking lot. And there were just like two look-alike women walking. And I'm like driving, and this was like 9 a.m. And John looks at them, and he's like, sisters.
I don't know why I said
and
that.
I died laughing. I'm like, get out of here.
Well, I don't know why I said that. And why I said it like that. This makes no sense.
It was so good.
Anyways.
I was like, what did you just say?
Those were my second favorite sisters. Darcey and Stacey are my first favorite sisters. Always happy to talk about them. We got another episode to talk about, and we're going to talk about it. But before we do, little housekeeping.
Let's do it.
Got to ask you to follow us on the social medias. That's where we hang out most of the time. When we're not watching these shows, we're talking about them with you guys on social media, on Instagram, at Married to Reality Pod. It's where you'll find the memes, the news, and yes, it's where we communicate.
Yeah, guys, talk to us, chat with us. We love it and we appreciate it.
Let us know your thoughts on the episode, on Darcey and Stacey, on 90 Day, on Married at First Sight. Let us know your thoughts. We want to know. And a lot of you guys share your thoughts.
Yeah, we totally love it.
We want more, though. We want to hear more. Okay?
John always gets a little emotional when you guys message us.
I can't believe it. I'm like, oh my God, people want to talk to us about this? That's great. And then you guys send us your dog pictures.
Yeah, I love the dog pics.
It makes us a little jealous that you guys have furry friends, but it makes us proud. Like I almost feel, and this is going to cross a line, I almost feel like I'm the uncle to these pets. You know? When I see Wilson, I'm like, I feel like Wilson's uncle.
You're
almost.
the digital uncle.
I mean, the digital uncle. And I love to see the pets because we don't have them, okay? Not yet.
We're going to have a pet, guys. This is a mutual decision that we both travel a lot for work, for pleasure, and so that's not our time.
Yeah, we didn't have to get into the reasons.
Well, I feel like I don't want our friends to see like, John, buy Tia a dog because you guys done it before and I appreciate it. Yeah. But it is a mutual decision. As much as I would love to have a dog, we're just being smart.
Pet pressure is a real thing, and you guys put on the pet pressure. But I promise when we get a pet, we are gonna infiltrate your inboxes with photos of our pet.
I think the pet is gonna podcast with us.
That's my fear, to be honest, is if we get a puppy, they'll be nearby, they'll be barking, they'll be doing whatever puppies do, and it's gonna be a distraction.
No, it'll be fine.
Nah.
I'm more worried about my day job. If I have a puppy, how do I even get anything done?
Right. I hear you. So, okay. That's on Instagram. That's on Facebook. All the good stuff over there. Also, make sure you're following the podcast wherever you're listening. So easy to do. Look down and smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as deep sea fishing.
Oh, God.
I only have one hand to clap.
Yeah, she's holding a microphone.
She
didn't lose her hand in a deep sea fishing accident.
But speaking of deep sea fishing, I do have a little anecdote.
Oh, yeah. First of all, let me just tell you how aroused I am that you used the word anecdote.
Really?
Okay, when you dig into this thesaurus, like the Silva sisters did on this episode, because of course they hit us with the manifest, they hit us with goddess, right? They always do. What? Lush, Snatched. Okay, they hit us with all the classics, the greatest hits. But they opened up the thesaurus this episode and gave us some new words.
Okay, so this is going to sound really dumb of me, but I don't know what's the word you're using. I hear saurus, like dinosaurs.
Thesaurus?
Yeah.
This might sound dumb if I explain it to you.
Say it again.
Thesaurus?
It's not a type of a dinosaur.
No. Thesaurus Rex? No. A Thesaurus Rex? No. You know what a dictionary is?
Of course.
Okay. What's a dictionary?
It's a book where you can go to, and there are all the words in the English language explained in an alphabetical order.
Perfect. Okay. So a thesaurus is that exact thing, except instead of the definitions, there's other words you could use for the main word.
Oh, that's how I roll my life. Sometimes I Google and I see the similar words.
That's how you what?
Like I Google, like, I don't know.
What about your life?
That's how I roll my life sometimes.
How you roll your life?
Like I'm rolling.
Use a thesaurus
Rock and
because I don't
rolling.
understand what that means.
I'm just like on the roll.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Thesaurus. That's a tough word to say.
I
need another word for thesaurus because
I still hear a dinosaur.
now I do too, and I don't think I'll ever stop.
It's out of control.
Let me tell you my favorite thesaurus, my favorite online thesaurus.
I'm just picturing
Well,
a
guys,
dino.
we'll get to Darcey and Stacey, okay? There's more important things at hand.
I can't take this.
My favorite thesaurus is because a lot of people just use thesaurus.com, and that's fine. But when I discovered powerthesaurus.com, which sounds like a terrifying dinosaur, the power thesaurus, that's a good one. So if you guys are looking for a thesaurus, I recommend you check out Power Thesaurus. Not a sponsor, but you should all have that in your life.
So that's how you find your fancy words?
Yeah, I use the Power Thesaurus.
I just Google. Let's say I Google I don't know, an apartment meaning. When you Google that, even though I know what it means, it gives you additional words.
Sure. All right. Well, we're learning a lot, not about Darcey and Stacey, but about ourselves. And that's good.
For sure.
Okay. I forget where we left off. Smash it like it's hot?
Yeah. Did I even say it?
I think, what did we say?
I said it's as hot as
deep sea fishing. Oh, and then you said anecdote. Oh, so do you want to get into the anecdote or do you want to save it for when we talk about them fishing?
Let's save it.
Let's save it. All right, cool. I like it. So you're following the social media, you're following the podcast. One last thing, please leave a review. Okay, Teresa and I, on the daily, we manifest reviews and they're coming in. They're definitely coming in, but we're going to manifest some more and hopefully those show up. So thank you in advance.
I always feel very snatched when I read your reviews, guys.
I know, they're so sweet.
Very sweet. Very sweet.
They're very sweet. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you in advance for that. Okay. Should we get into it? Because I feel like you are dying to tell your deep sea fishing anecdote.
Let's do it. I feel like I build it up a little too much. It's not that great, but it's pretty good.
You're going to be like, one time I went deep sea fishing. End of story.
No, we'll get into that.
Okay.
I have more to say about it.
Darcey and Stacey, season 3, episode 4. Wow, where's the time gone? Okay. Waking up in Miami. First day in Miami, right? And a little family time before the work starts, before swim week starts. We're going to spend a little family time.
And something happened that blew my mind, right?
Kiwi talk?
Yes! What the
How did I
actual
know?
hell?
Jeez, you are on one today,
I'm just like
Teresa.
saying hell today, guys. So just bear with me.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Are
That's
you
not how a
doing the
Kiwi
British
talks.
accent?
I wish there was an Australian accent because that's a Kiwi, mate. That's a Kiwi.
Kiwi is in New Zealand. It's a flyless bird.
So close. So close.
However, this kiwi, kiwi, maybe people think that kiwi is like a fancy fruit, but it's not.
It's a little posh.
Well,
It's a little
when I
posh.
was a kid growing up, my mom loves kiwis. She used to make me this fruit salad with bananas, kiwis, and apples.
Mine too.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of
It's
here.
international.
Get out of here. But the Czech Republic had to wait lines to get bananas and anything. But I guess
Are these the same hoe lines that you waited in to get your rohaliki in the morning?
that would be the same line, I guess.
Okay.
But I guess because I'm a 90s kid, eventually it was more accessible. But my mom always buys kiwis. Always. I feel like that's one of the fruits that's always in my parents' fridge.
Interesting.
right? So that's why it blew my mind because I never thought kiwi is exotic. I think the dragon fruit I've never had is exotic, right?
Well, yeah.
I think there's some weird looking stuff at the supermarket sometimes.
Yeah, there's levels to this for sure. Kiwi.
But not kiwi.
Nah, kiwi is not as common as an apple. It's not as common as a banana.
True, but it's still like I would still put it in the same group of common fruits.
I bet if we polled our friends, and not our friends because I feel like we have, our friends have had a fruit or two.
John loves polling.
I love
Keep
polling.
going.
Yeah, we have some cultured friends, but if we put a general poll out, how many of you have eaten a kiwi? I'm just saying in America. You'd be surprised. I think you'd be surprised
Really?
how many people have not had a kiwi.
I can't believe that.
I don't even want to have you think about a world like that, but that's the world we're living in.
I just grew up eating I still eat kiwis.
Nah,
I
you're a little
sometimes get them at
privileged. A little
Costco.
privileged over there.
What are you talking about?
Kiwis. You're doing pretty well if you're eating kiwi.
I don't think kiwis are that expensive.
It's not that expensive. It's the vibe. If you're buying a kiwi, you're not down on your luck. No one's down on their luck going and buying a kiwi at the supermarket.
I mean, kiwi kind of sounds cool. A little fancier, but
It
has
is.
nothing on papaya.
It's got a beard. It's a cool color. It's a very posh fruit.
I think avocados are more posh.
We're spending way too much time talking about. Okay,
Moving on.
Okay, moving on. So the excitement is really not around the kiwi. Georgi has planned a surprise for Darcey and the girls.
And the girls.
We gonna adopt a dog? We gonna adopt? Why would you adopt a puppy in Miami? That makes zero sense to me, Aniko.
Maybe it would be like an unveil, like Georgi would FaceTime the puppy breeder.
Why would that happen in Miami?
Because he's trying.
He is trying, and we'll find out what he's actually doing. But we all want puppies. We said it ourselves. It just that almost broke my heart. Being like, a puppy? Really? Today? It's like, no. Why would you even say that, Aniko? You're setting yourself up for failure.
When someone tells me they have a surprise for me, which no one ever does, but if you did, I would probably think puppy,
Really?
a puppy too. It's
Not if we were on vacation, though.
true.
If we were in Miami and I was like, hey, T, I got a surprise for you, you wouldn't be like, a puppy? Right? You might guess kiwi before puppy.
That's probably true. Like a
Okay.
kiwi salad with
Delicious.
banana and apples. Get out of here.
Here's the surprise. Okay, they go to a pier, and here's the surprise. They're going deep sea fishing. So there is kind of a pet involved if you think about it.
Very true.
Fish are involved. They're going to be catching animals. It's kind of like adopting against the fish's will.
For sure.
So not that far off, Aniko.
Yeah, but you can't really keep those fish.
You can't? Just because, and I feel like we're about to hear your deep sea fishing story. Just because you didn't catch a fish to keep.
Oh, don't say that.
You think it's all catch and release? You think you go out on this boat and you can't keep it?
It depends on the size of the fish.
Well, that's the right answer. Can we hear your story?
So let's hear my story, right?
I've been waiting 15 minutes for this story.
So I went deep sea fishing.
You did?
Yes, I went deep sea fishing. It's before I met you.
Yeah.
And so this is going to kind of like tie it all together with Darcey, because Darcey said once Georgi revealed this whole thing, she starts questioning, how did he pay for it, right?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I got my deep sea fishing on Groupon for $20.
Whoa.
Yeah. We
Grouper. You got it on Grouper, which is a fish.
We left from Sheepshead Bay
Really
in
think I should have
Brooklyn.
gotten a better reaction from Therese on that joke. Okay.
What did you
Nothing.
say?
I'm not going to explain it.
Okay, Sheepshead Bay.
Okay. Why do you have notes on your deep sea fishing trip?
I don't.
You're reading your notes about a deep sea fishing.
I'm
Are you making
actually-
this? Is this Old Man in the Sea? Is this someone else's story? What's going on?
No, I'm actually searching for something
Okay.
while I'm talking. So when deep sea fishing, right? It was
Okay.
before I kind of knew I get seasick, but I didn't know that deep sea fishing is actually going to go so deep into the ocean.
Right.
So 3 hours in, I'm on this tiny boat with a lot of people rocking.
You know,
like
this is the start of
crazy.
a 90s television show.
What do you mean?
A 3-hour tour
Well, so then we started fishing, right? So we're fishing, and everyone's catching this beautiful fish, but me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, I paid $20 for this, and I still have to tip the captain.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it's a 60s show. I feel like an idiot for saying 90s. Okay, sorry.
So I'm fishing, right? Everyone around me is catching fish, left and right.
Fish
left
your
and
story
right.
already.
So then I caught a fish.
Okay.
I caught a fish, and the fish was this big.
Okay, Teresa is showing me with her fingers the size of the fish. I'm going to say, if I'm being generous, okay? 3 inches.
And everyone died around me laughing. Everyone just laughed at me.
Yeah. Are you sure that wasn't the lure that was on your hook?
No, and I'm about to show it to you. Are you ready?
Okay, here we go.
This is my fish.
Oh. And then, it's on, okay, there's a caption. This photo is
Successful fishing day is my caption.
I think we need to share that for our friends on Instagram.
Well, we can share it.
I think we
but
need
this
to
was
post
my
that.
fish. Everyone laughed at me, and then the captain came over and he said, "You have to release it because it's too small." So I ended up with no fish. Paid $20, got a little seasick, had a Bud Light.
Okay, it's getting better.
And so that's my story.
Would you ever do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to go again because I feel like now I feel more empowered.
Okay.
Maybe I would get a bigger fish.
You just got to manifest a bigger fish.
Yeah.
And then,
But I did catch a fish. And you saw the fish.
yeah, I have many questions of how you caught that fish, but I'll go with it.
I put that little worm
Yep.
on the hook
You got it.
and I did whatever the captain showed me.
And you caught that fish.
And I caught that fish.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Good for you.
Right?
I'm very proud.
So that's my deep sea fishing story.
It's more impressive that you used the word anecdote than that catch, but
Really?
so much proudness all around.
So much proudness.
Yeah,
Come, have you ever
absolutely.
caught a fish?
Yeah.
Deep sea fishing?
Not deep sea.
You see?
But I have
You
caught
see?
I've caught bass. I've
You're-
caught sunnies.
On your pond?
Yeah.
On your parents' pond?
Yeah, let's move on. Okay. So they're going fishing. The girls aren't really thrilled about it. And Darcey's a little concerned too, mostly about how Georgi is paying for all of this.
That's what I said. So that was one of the main points of my
Right,
story.
Groupon.
Besides me being a successful deep sea fisher man,
I would come up with another word for successful.
it was $20 on Groupon. So I'm sure Groupon is in Miami too.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was that expensive.
Okay. So they push off, they head out, and Darcey immediately nauseous. She's falling down. She can't stand up.
I get it.
This is not a good look. Yeah. Hey, at least she didn't do the Titanic this time. There was no I'm queen of the world this
Well,
time.
because this is an old rusty boat.
That boat, that was not up to Silva standards.
Oh no. It smelled like fish, which I believe it.
Well,
if
of
you go
course, it's a
fishing,
fishing
it's a
boat.
fishing boat.
Yeah. But they wanted to be on a yacht.
Oh yeah.
That captain, he looked questionable. He looked like he probably smelled like who knows what.
He looked like a fish captain.
That's true. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Trust the Gordon's fishermen.
You don't want like a fancy captain on a fishing boat.
Nah.
I would be like, dude, you've never touched a fish. I want someone who knows what he's doing. Like a pirate vibe.
He had as many scales as the fish. I think he knew what he was doing.
Oh,
So,
look, you did it, Chuck.
okay. Stacey and Borean, they're off doing their own thing around Miami. This is Borean's first time in Florida, so Stacey wants to show him a good time. Okay. She brings up possibly getting married in Miami, maybe having a beach wedding.
Because they want to have that 400 people wedding.
That's right. That's right. But Borean, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. It's hot. Understand? It's hot. Understand? Miami? Understand?
Well, he better get used to this because Stacey's thinking of maybe moving to Miami,
Okay.
which makes sense to me. I can totally see them in Miami.
I can see them in Miami as well. But does this mean Darcey's going to move to Miami? I think
She would have to.
She would have to. And how about having a conversation with your husband, Stacey, about this?
Understand?
Understand? Right? She's just like, yeah, maybe get married here. You know, maybe we'll live here. It's like, how about a conversation?
I'm sure they'll get there. But Georgi is not the only person with a surprise today.
No, Stacey has her own surprise.
For Florian, and he probably likes it as much as Darcey likes the fishing trip.
Yeah. So salsa dancing. And as soon as I heard this, I was like, yes, please. Florian dancing. Yes, please. Just 30 minutes of this. And unfortunately, this is not my passion to dance.
No, he's like, I don't like dance.
And then not my passion.
I don't like dance.
Understand? So they get to this dance class. And Florian basically, he looked like Darcey on that boat. He couldn't stand. He was crawling on the ground, basically. Not a pretty sight. I'm not even gonna give him A for effort.
I'm gonna give him A for trying because it's an outdoors class. So there are people who can just watch you. It's not like you're in a studio trying. You're out there in the open.
There's a camera crew following him around all times, right?
Well, yes, but
there's always people watching him.
He doesn't usually dances.
No, he doesn't. So, okay, they're dancing, and then the instructors yell out, "Switch partners." To which Florian is like, no, like you my boo boo, no switching partners. And the producer's like, well, why don't you want to switch partners, Florian? And he's like, for me, I don't like to switch partners. Understand? And
No, we don't understand.
No, we don't. Actually, Florian, explain to us, please.
And poor Stacey, she's just like, I just want to learn the steps. Like, let's switch.
Yeah, but not gonna happen. Not for Florian.
Not on Florian's watch because he's like, it didn't make sense what he said because he's talking to Stacey. They're married, and he says, "I have no contract."
Right, I'm with you for life. Just listen to me and be a good girl. Be a good girl.
You actually do have a contract. Like you are married.
Yeah. Well, he said I have contract. So maybe he was. Maybe, yeah, I think he was saying, I have contract. I'm with you for life. Okay, it was confusing, but come on. It's boring. Yeah. He may be known around the world for his 6-pack. Definitely not for his 2-step. That was difficult to watch.
I wish I knew how to 2-step.
I'll show you.
You know how to 2-step?
I can cut a rug.
No, you can't.
I can cut a rug.
We just went to Nashville. Why didn't you flex?
That's true. Next time.
You'll
COVID.
show me later.
It's COVID. It was. I didn't want to get out there.
Sure. The COVID.
Just being said about the COVID, which doesn't exist in Nashville. Very much like Idaho, COVID doesn't exist in Nashville. It's great. You can just go there and you don't have to worry about it. It's beautiful. It doesn't exist. Okay, let's get back to the boat. It's time to fish. And this is when I realized, Georgi's doing this because Mike wants him to bond with the girls more. It wasn't really made clear, but pretty sure that's what he's doing. He
said it too. He's like, I just need to try harder. I need to bond with the girls. But yeah, I think it's all coming from what Mike was saying.
Right, last episode. And he was like, you got to be there for the girls. If you're going to be with Darcey, you got to be there for a family.
Did you see the name of the boat?
Oh, no, but I wish, because boat names are awesome.
Okay, this one is a real reward.
Real reward?
No, just reward. The name of the boat was Reward.
Oh my gosh. But do you realize what you said? Real Reward?
Yeah.
Would have been an awesome boat name if it was spelled REEL, like you reel in a fish. Are you sure it didn't say that?
No, it says Reward.
Then why did you say Real Reward?
Because I was going to Georgi, it was a surprise, almost like a reward. So this was like the real reward.
Oh. Man.
You see what I'm doing?
Yeah, but
I'm really trying to just.
That's such a good name for a fishing boat.
Bear with me.
Oh no, I think that's fantastic.
It's like you get your reward. You're going deep sea fishing.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Anyone who has a fishing boat, feel free to take that name. I don't want that to go to waste.
Real reward.
REEL reward. Love it. Okay, so they're out on the boat and Aniko and Aspen, they use this as an opportunity to kind of corner Georgi. Like, we're in the middle of the water. You're not going anywhere.
Corner Georgi with Darcey standing right there.
Very close by. Well, because let's be honest here. Darcey, I'm sure she instigated this. Like, okay, when you have a moment, Aniko, I want you to ask Georgi a few things. Do it for mom. You'll do it for mommy, right? Ask Georgi a few things.
I can see that.
Ask him, are you in this for love? So ask him that. And then ask him, or if he's in it for the money. Get to the bottom of this. Let's find out. And they do. Georgi says, He's never been in it for the money. He works his ass off, and he does appreciate Darcey taking care of him, but it makes him a little uncomfortable.
Well, and this is what I have a problem with, right? He says, since I came to America, I worked my ass off. I worked like 2 jobs. I get it. I used to work 3 jobs, right? I understand.
Not bragging.
Not bragging. I literally had no time. I didn't have weekends. I didn't have nights.
Okay.
However, I would not just stop if I met someone. Even though the person's paying for it, he keeps saying, oh, I don't feel comfortable. She's paying for everything, but I don't want to be a masseuse.
But
So it's like, why aren't you a masseuse so you do bring some money in? In the meantime, think about what you want to be.
let's assess the situation. It's COVID.
True.
What he is skilled in is a job where he has to be in very close contact with other people.
True.
So he now has the opportunity to not do that because he's with someone who can support him. And I'm sure he's making a little money from the show.
Yeah.
So I think it's not a fair comparison for you and him because you weren't in COVID times. You didn't have an alternative. I'm not saying he should live off of Darcey, but I kind of get it considering the circumstances.
Well, maybe it's my personality, but I would never just stop working. If I couldn't do what I do, let's say if I was a masseuse, COVID happened, couldn't be a masseuse, I would try to find something else. Go and stock stuff at the supermarket. Things were crazy at the beginning. Like there were opportunities, right?
True.
I know a lot of people lost jobs. That's very sad. But there also added new jobs. And if you really felt so bad as he was saying that, oh, Darcey's paying for everything. Dude, find something.
Especially now, there is a help wanted sign in every window of every small business or big business. So yeah, get out there, Georgi. But he's got ideas. He has many ideas of things he can do for work. Rose oil ideas.
Okay.
Real estate ideas.
Okay.
Civil engineering. Architecture.
Well, you need some degrees for the last
He's a
few.
man of many ideas. I think he has a degree. I think that's what he was saying.
In engineering?
I don't know if he got his degree, but I think he was saying I went to school for that.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
Well, if he did, good for him.
Yeah.
Go for it.
For sure. So that's what he's saying. He's like, I have these ideas. It's not that easy, especially during COVID. It takes time, hard work, but it's enough to appease Darcey for a little bit. She loves what she's hearing. And she's like, this is it. This is the right direction for Georgi. I'm glad he's thinking this way. And hopefully he takes the necessary action.
Well, she wants him to take more action financially.
Mm-hmm.
Because we also learned that Georgi has some issues with money.
Oh, quite a few.
Quite a few.
Quite a few. Okay. While we wait for Georgi to take action, let us take a quick break. And then we'll be right back. All right, we're back. And we're back at the house with Stacey and Florian. They're hanging out. Darcey and Georgi come home. Time to talk about cousin Shannon. And basically them just hyping themselves up not to be jealous of Shannon.
Yes. And I thought of this before this episode. Like, I thought of this when we saw the previews for this episode. Like, how can the sisters handle Shannon? Shannon's so successful, powerful husband, kids, huge house, business. She doesn't struggle with all these little things like Darcey struggles with, right?
Yeah.
How do you take it, especially for someone like the sisters?
I don't think they're handling it that well, to be honest. I mean, this is the first time we've heard, let alone seen Shannon in 3 seasons of Darcey and Stacey and however many seasons of 90. So, like, I don't think they're hanging out every other weekend.
For sure not. Plus, Shannon seems to be a busy woman.
Yes, she's actually like a business mogul.
Yeah, I don't think she has the time to be filming.
Right. But I think, okay, we're in Miami. Let's meet up. It's good for the story. But I don't think they're besties. They may have been tight when they were kids, but I definitely think that weighs on Darcey and Stacey. They're super jealous. They're spending 10 minutes convincing themselves that they're not jealous.
It happens.
It does.
It happens. My mom has a cousin. She's 2 cousins. One of them is like her ultimate best friend. It's Ondra's mom, you know Ondra.
Yes.
And the other one, someone said something 11 years ago at a family get-together. They haven't spoken since. 11 years.
Yikes. Well, that sounds a little bit different. That's just
But they've never been close.
That's
really.
not a jealousy thing.
Maybe. I don't exactly know what happened, but family.
Family issues, right? It's tough. So Stacey's like, just a heads up before we go there. I talked to Shannon the other day. I told her about the engagement being called off, and I didn't think Georgi was coming to Miami. So just wanted to let you know that's what Shannon's thinking. And Darcey's like, well, now this is a little awkward. I don't want Shannon to be uncomfortable when Georgi shows up, right? I don't want drama to be created unnecessarily.
Oh, we want that.
We sure do, but she doesn't. So let's head to Shannon's. Okay, they're driving down this road. It's a classic southern Florida road filled with palm trees. And this is straight out of Darcey's vision board. Very private, exclusive, lavish. The theme of Swim Week 2023, I'm pretty sure.
You forgot exotic and picturesque.
Well, that comes next. Because it sounded like Darcey was doing an influencer crossword puzzle or something with all the words. She's like, oh, got picturesque, got it right here. Yep. Yep, exotic. Yep, got it right here. So they get to this house. Beautiful house.
Beautiful.
Beautiful house. Shannon gives a big warm welcome even to Georgi.
Yeah, Shannon seems very nice, very, I don't know if this is the right word to use, but mature compared to the sisters.
Well, it's funny you say that because my note here is Shannon isn't petty like the sisters. And she's not. But of course, she's confident in herself and comfortable in herself and proud of what she's achieved.
Yeah. She has 4 boys. She cooked for 8 hours for them.
Yeah. Well, she's a chef.
Yeah. Like she just...
Chef's gonna chef.
True, but also if you are a power woman like Shannon,
A boss babe. A boss
babe,
Yeah.
you can order. You can have a chef coming and cook. And she just prepped everything. They have family photos all over the house. Like I think that's Darcey's ultimate goal.
It's the dream, sure. And Darcey's like, Shannon's so successful, singer, model, actress, restaurateur. I really hope she rubs off on Georgi. It's like, I don't know about rubbing off on Georgi, but they were kind of like rubbing up on each other. Georgi and Shannon were definitely getting a little friendly, I saw.
Well, she met Georgi before. We didn't know that, but they met in Connecticut.
Oh, they did? I didn't know that. Did they say that on this episode?
Yeah, Georgi said it.
Oh, okay.
He said as he was chewing on something, he's like, yeah, this is very good, Shannon. Yeah, you know, excellent. I remember when you cooked in Connecticut. Very good.
Oh, nice. She must cut her steak on a bias.
Ooh, she better.
So they all start talking about the Turkey trip, the journey the sisters went on. Not just
the best trip ever.
It's not just an outer journey, Teresa. It's an inner journey.
It was a healing trip, John.
Very healing, Teresa. And getting rid of the past baggage, cutting the cord, and cue the tears.
Did you see Georgi's face when Darcey was saying cutting the cord and he was like,
yeah, does that mean cutting off my finances? Please don't mean that. Yeah. So she's going over all of this, what the trip meant to her, and she starts bawling.
Classic Darcey
like,
downpour.
We have a lot of big things to do, and we're going to get through it, Shan. We're going to get through it, Shan. I don't think she's cried in like an episode or two.
I was going to say, we haven't seen her crying in a while.
When I saw it, I was like, we had a drought. We had a Darcey drought. And now we're putting out the slippery when wet sign on the floor over here. I hope Shannon's got flood insurance on that beautiful house.
We love when Darcey cries.
That was an out of nowhere downpour. That was that's Florida, baby. That's an unexpected rainstorm in the middle of the day.
That always happens.
It always happens. Classic Florida. So then they start talking about the men's swimwear line in Miami Swim Week. Shannon's very proud of them. She's like, to come out of COVID and walk right into Swim Week. And I was like, shit, I didn't get the message. We're out of COVID.
Yeah, I wish I did get the message, but I don't think Shannon is Dr. Fauci.
I don't think Shannon Fauci over here. Yeah, I don't know. I think she lives in her own little lavish bubble, which is good for her.
Very good for her.
So then they talk about Michael brainstorming, ideating.
And And we learned something that I didn't know.
No idea.
He is from Cape Verde.
He's from Cape Verde.
Or
And-
at least has his roots from Cape Verde.
Yes, he's Cape Verdean. And that's not the shocker, because we don't know Michael.
Literally.
He could be from anywhere. He kind of, when we get to meet him, he looks like he's from another planet. So I don't exactly know where Cape Verde is. It may be in another galaxy because this guy looks like he's...
Well,
from-
Cape Verde is an
Yes.
island off the coast of West Africa.
Yes, you are such a geography pro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But Michael's not the only one from Cape Verde.
Roots.
Roots?
Roots.
Roots?
When you say someone's from somewhere,
Yes.
it means they were born there.
Ooh. Okay. Michael's not the only one who has roots in Cape Verde.
And again, we don't know. Maybe Michael was born there.
we
but
don't
we
know.
know that our sisters
Hello.
who do have roots
Yep.
in Cape Verde,
Yep.
I don't think they were born there, but they are Cape Verdean as well.
Mm-hmm. Which is news to us.
Yeah, I had no
Love
idea.
learning more about our
Yeah.
sisters. So I guess that's one of the big reasons that they bond with Michael.
One of many reasons.
One of many. So the girls are going wild. They're thrilled. They're talking to Shannon about all of this. Florian looks more bored than he's ever looked. And he's just like, Michael, that Michael, I'm not gonna like him.
I'm not gonna like him. Michael this, Michael that.
I'm not gonna let him understand. I'm from Albania. Who cares about Cape Verde? Understand? So at first I didn't see how Shannon was related to the Silvas. I was like, they seem like they're from different worlds.
First
No,
cousins.
I understand the tree. I understand the family tree. But I just meant she seems so normal. She seems so successful and thoughtful and collected, right? She's got a little woo-woo in her too, because she started talking about the stars being aligned and this being right. And I was like, okay, you guys are both subscribing to the same newsletter.
You guys are a family.
Yeah. What I was not surprised about, Ray Allen wanted no part of this show. We don't see any Ray Allen.
Well, he travels a lot.
He's not in the NBA anymore. He's retired.
Yeah, but I'm sure he does something.
I think I looked it up last time. He might be like a high school, like a private school basketball coach, I think. But he was like, I do not want to be in any part of this. So, okay. Cut to Darcey in boss babe mode, feeling fierce, wearing red. It's a power color. Absolute power color. She's getting ready to meet up with Michael.
She's ready for this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep calling it a meeting, but I appreciate it that later on they say, oh, this is not an actual meeting.
No, you're meeting up with
Oh,
your
yeah.
friend, but yeah, I don't think there's much real business at hand.
The fact that you put a blazer on doesn't mean you are in a business meeting.
That's very true. Yeah. Well, dress for the job you want.
True.
So while Darcey's in boss babe mode, Georgi, he's going to be in dad mode. And this excites Darcey. She wants that power couple life. Boss babe and dad.
Like
boss.
Shannon and the basketball player.
Like Shannon and Ray Allen. Yeah.
Which is kind of an issue for Georgi because he's like, I cannot compete with this basketball player.
No, this guy's made over $100 million. That, you know how many socks you would need to store $100 million? Right?
You probably have to fill Shannon's house with the socks.
Yeah. So it's not fair to Georgi. He'd have to sell a lot of rose oil to make $100 million, I think. So then we cut to Stacey, who's also in her power red.
The same outfit.
She looks a little more like Santa Claus in her outfit because
They are wearing the same thing.
she's got the belt.
Well, yeah.
Right? She looks like Silva Claus in that thing, but very twinny. And okay, Florian, not happy about what's going on. Clearly jealous. Doesn't understand meetings at bars. In Albania, you take care of business at the office, understand?
Well, I do understand it too. And he looks at her, he's like, going to business meeting like that?
Yeah.
With her boobs out?
But she goes to the therapist, or at least Darcey goes to the therapist like that They go to the dentist like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised
Come
about
on.
the sisters.
Come on. This is their go-to outfit.
I'm going to say this, right? It is the Miami Fashion Weekend. They're looking fierce.
It was stunning. I will say that outfit was stunning.
They looked great. I just found it funny when they kept calling it a business meeting. But I loved that they corrected it, saying, we're just going to catch up with Michael, talk some business, but we haven't seen him in a while. So it's not really a business meeting. So then I was like, all right, sisters, now I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's cut to this quote unquote business meeting and meeting Michael. And I think you're going to agree with me when I say I couldn't be around this guy for more than 3 seconds.
A lot of energy.
This guy is the human embodiment of sugar-free Red Bull and like Juuls.
Okay. I don't really know how I feel about it because I just drank a Red Bull yesterday. So did you.
But you're not the human embodiment of it. And your pockets aren't full with Juul pods.
I've never had a Juul.
Exactly.
Guys, if I really want to smoke something, I'm going to get a real cigarette.
Okay. my point is this guy's chuggy to use.
Chuggy. Okay.
To use an Aniko
Okay.
word, right?
I forgot what it means.
I think it's
Like
just like
cringy.
cringe.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy's cringe. So they start talking about the transformation. And they're like, wait, you can't tell? You can't tell what we did? We went to Turkey. We went on a journey.
And Darcey has this serious face. She's like, we look the same. And Michael's just staring at them like, you guys look more beautiful.
Even more beautiful now. Can we talk about me though? Because enough about you. And they start talking about when Michael was DJing, lock my number. And Michael's like, oh yeah, that was lit. Hell yeah, vibes. Turn Monster Energy vision board. Yeah. He was out of control.
I can see him being like a DJ or working in the fashion industry, being up until 5 a.m. every day.
He's definitely up until 5 a.m. I don't know if he's working, but he's definitely up till 5 a.m. And they start talking about Swim Week and how they want to add Michael's flair, his style, his vibe.
Well, they said that he is a fashion designer.
Mm-hmm. I mean, someone had to design Janko jeans. So why not him?
What's Janko jeans?
You don't know Janko jeans?
No, I mean, I'm sure I do, but I don't know the name.
Chuggy. They're definitely chuggy. I wore them in the 7th grade. They were 19 sizes too big for me. And they had like an embroidered character on the back pocket.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It was so popular in Czech.
Yeah, you usually make the leap from Janko jeans to True Religions.
It was like the opposite of a camel toe.
Come again?
Like, you know, when you have a camel toe in your leggings, it is like you pull them too high
Happens
up.
to me all the time. Yeah.
Well, it was the opposite. Depends where it dropped to your knees.
Correct. Okay. I'm so lost. But either way, Michael's like, we need to go out. VIP, baby. Velvet ropes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Big champagne. Popping bottles. This guy. Yeah.
I'm glad you were getting this because I wasn't.
Oh, because he was. Okay. Remember when Ryan from The Office was on coke and Michael and Dwight went to the city to party with him? This was Michael. When like Michael Scott shows up and he's like, Ryan, it's Michael and Dwight. And then he's like, I know you guys. I'm so psyched you're here. Like, woo. He's like, okay, it's Michael and Dwight. Like he couldn't even believe this guy was out of control, on drugs.
Out of control.
So then Darcey starts talking about the issues with Georgi. How she called off the engagement, but now they're back together. And Michael's just like, snap into a Slim Jim, baby. Oh, yeah.
Well, Stacey just adds some oil into the fire because she's like, and guess what? He hasn't spent $1 since he moved in with Darcey.
And he keeps his money in his sock.
What?
What is this guy, a stripper?
And apparently here is this little insight about Georgi's finances. He uses his credit card for everything, so he's in debt.
Yeah. Michael was not happy to hear this. He was like, what? That's the worst thing you can do ever. I remember when
got him.
I put all my DJ equipment on my mom's credit card. She grounded me for a month. That's terrible. What?
He's like, got him. Just got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Well, he's like, Georgi, he can get a job. He can keep massaging. Just wear some gloves. And it's like, Michael, that's not how COVID is contracted.
Yeah.
It's not about the gloves.
But right now he could be massaging. I mean, I just went to do my facial. She was touching my face.
Ooh, okay.
But she was wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's the important part. So, yeah, Michael's like, cut Georgi now. Trust me. Cut him now. Otherwise, this is going to be continuing 3 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael's like, I need to meet this guy. I need to know the guy's dating my girls.
Yeah, I need to meet both of your boys.
And I'm like, yes, you do need to meet Florian because you guys are going to be yin and yang.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I need to see this interaction.
And we will.
And hopefully we will next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode. Until then, guys, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. Make sure you guys are following the podcast wherever you're listening. It's so easy to do. Just look down and smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as the next episode's gonna be because
Woo.
I have high hopes.
Okay. Also, Teresa likes when I say this. We got some merch. We got some things for sale. MarriedToRealityPodcast.com. You can get a mug, a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, anything you could think of.
Mm-hmm.
Outfit yourself from head to toe. Drink out of the mug. It's what we do.
Yeah.
Check it out. MarriedToRealityPodcast.com. Button for the store. And thank you for the reviews. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Means the world to us. So thank you. And if you haven't left one, please do. All right. I've said it all.
I've said it all.
All right. I think that means we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.